Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 387. I think 383. I've lost all track of time nowadays. But anyway, here with Dani Horan. She is a games competitor here. Unfortunately, one of the things that happened. You want to tell everybody what kind of happened just a little bit?
Sure. So a couple weeks ago, I caught a bar overhead funny, and my neck felt weird. But I continued to train, and then 5 days later, I did Murph, and the next day, I was trying to do some push-ups, and I couldn't even do a single push-up. So I got an MRI, and they said I had a couple bulges, and one was actually pushed all the way through, pressing on my spinal cord.
So to wrap that up, basically, whenever anybody gets a disc herniation, there's a couple possible things that can happen. One of the things is radiation of symptoms down the arms, especially into the neck area, right? But the worst thing that can happen is what Dani started to get, and that's loss of motor control, right, or weakness, and that's the one that we care about the most. Sensation is one thing, but whenever anybody starts getting motor weakness, that's some big red flags there. And then they took a better look at her MRI, and they found out that there was some neural compression. So this is like a way to I don't want to say self-treat, because you should, whenever you're under like something as severe as this, obviously you're doing this with a professional. But one of the ways that we can teach people how to help relieve disc pressure is through gentle distraction. And I really mean this by gentle. We're never trying to rip anybody's head off or anything else like that. It's simply, it's based on her, on what she feels. It's a really simple way. All you need is a t-shirt or a towel. We like to use a towel, and you can do it with a partner. However, you do need to have a partner. And please, I say this with caution, because I'm not teaching anybody how to fix disc injuries or anything here. I'm simply talking about how we could possibly relieve some disc pressure, and this is a home rehab method that we use in the office all the time. So what you'll notice is that I took a t-shirt because I didn't have a towel, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the back of Dani's neck there, and it looks kind of a little funny, like she looks like a nursemaid, right? That's always what I think about, is like the Aunt Jemima's, doesn't it look like that? So as you can see, all I did is it's just hooked around the back right there, and all we're doing is we're just gonna, based on how she feels, she's gonna tell me when she starts to feel a little bit of pressure, and all we're gonna do is pull upward, and what that does is that allows to apply a gentle distraction without pressure points along the neck. Now, obviously, this has to be done after cleared by a doctor. I would never do it before that, and while under the care of physicians. But again, this is a home remedy which can be applied, and one thing that Dani can use to help relieve some of the pressure that's on the disc. Why do we want to relieve pressure on the disc? Is because we want to decompress the spine and relieve pressure that could be on the nerve. All right, I'm just going to let that down nice and gently. If we can get pressure off the nerve, hopefully we can allow the nerve to start to heal and rejuvenate. She'll get that strength back, and that's really what we're looking for. So what are we trying to do here? We're going to cause enough pressure, just enough so that she starts to feel it, right? And she'll be able to say, oh, that feels good, I don't feel anything at all. A lot of times people can actually feel the sensation come from the tips of their fingers if they have a long or hard disc injury, and actually start to centrate or move up towards the neck more. They might even complain of more neck pain, but less in the hands. I'd rather have more neck pain and less in the hands, because that's a phenomenon that we call centration, or centralization, sorry, not centration, wow. Centralization. So how long do we do this? We pull back for about 10 to 15 seconds, nice and gentle, and relax for about 5. Pull back for about 10 to 15 seconds, and relax for about 5. When we did this, I would do about 50 reps each time, and then from there, we can do our stability exercises after that. But, like I said, it's just a great little way. It's just a great little way to add some decompressive therapy to our neck. And you don't have to have a neck or a disc bulge to do this, right? This can be done with any type of muscle spasm or anything else like that, and we're trying to relieve just pressure on top of the spine. So it's a good home remedy. See what you guys like. Dani, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's like I'm already watching the CrossFit games. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for being such an awesome person and inspiring all the other women out there as well. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.